but no, they need to win to get in to the Championship 4. It's all on the line.
And if one of those two win, as you see in the points, that makes it a points battle between Larson and Bell.
Byron is letting Blaney know it. He is getting him a shot into the rear bumper each of the last 2 quarters.
And then there's a cluster of non-playoff drivers who they just want to simply win, like Ross Chastain, like Josh Berry, like Todd Gilliland, like Ryan Preece, like Cole Custer. They're all there and in with a shot. Teammates are fighting hard a little further back too with Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. They're scrambling with Cole Custer at the front. Whoa. Byron Hassling, Jones is in trouble.
Contacted with the right front tire. Just pointing the wrong direction. Some sort of contact somewhere.
He is
limping up the front stretch into turn 1.
He's going to be in the middle of the corner when the leaders get there, or is he going to get all the way around? No, he does a nice job of hustling it around and getting out of the way.
I tell you, William Byron has stepped up the intensity, and I think he needs to. He was faster than the 12 of Blaney's the last run, but remember, Blaney had a little bit older tire than the 24 had, and Blaney was doing a really good job. I think right now, Rudy Fugle, the crew chief on this car, and the driver both know they're going to have to find a little bit of speed.
They're the back bottom box, Logano and Bell.
Yeah, that's for 14th and 15th, with this way too far back for Logano in a must win, and currently too far back for Bell, who needs points over Larson in running 9th.
This restart has not been good for that 20 car. He's lost 4 spots since this restart.
Several cars back from Logano. AJ Allmendinger and Zane Smith are just laying into each other. Corner after corner. Contact after contact.
So how do you make this pass? If you're William Byron, you have 89 laps to get it done. What you're doing is you're trying to pay attention to what the 12 car does well and what it doesn't do well. And then you counter that of what your car does well. So the 12 all day long, Steve, has been right on that curve. Left side tires, on the curve, not giving the bottom up. So how are you gonna make that pass? Watch a 12, exits low. Look how low he is. How in the world is William Byron ever going to be able to get underneath this 12 car? If I'm William Byron, that's what my concern is right now. I'm not seeing the 12 move. I'm seeing tons of grip with that car. I'm
also thinking that these tires have changed over the course of every run. So I hear everything you're seeing, Jeff, but I'm trying to tell him to be patient. That I think we're going to be better than them in the long run. So just keep the pressure on the 12.
Steve, there's only 86 laps left to go. It's a championship.
Oh, I know, but we have traffic coming, and we have all kinds of mess.
And in this race a year ago, Ryan Blaney moved Kyle Larson with 24 to go. Then, with 15 to go, he moves Elliott for the lead. So are we going to see that late in this race at the hands of William Byron? Maybe doing it to the 12 instead of the other way around. Tell us more, Marty.
Kind of a debate between driver William Byron and crew chief Rudy Fugle. You heard part of that radio transmission. Rudy Fugle said, take it easy on the rear tires. We need them to live. William Byron said, I hear you, but I'm trying to push Blaney a little bit. And then Rudy said, I hear you, but listen, you're going to hit traffic at some point. We will get him at that point. I need these tires to live. There's 84 to go. Back off a little bit for me. Steve, you like that leadership from Rudy Fugle? Hey, reminding his driver, there's a long way to go in this race.
Well, I like him giving the perspective of what's ahead, but, at some point,
the driver is the star. The legacy of that is enormous with Jeff Gordon, the Hall of Famer, the 9-time Martinsville winner. And he got his 93rd and final win here. Think if William Byron can do something Jeff Gordon-esque this afternoon.
Yeah, 20 years ago this weekend, I was able to win my first ever race as a crew chief with Jeff Gordon behind the wheel in his 24. We held off a hard-charging Tony Stewart to do it, and Jeff made this 24 magic here at Martinsville. You mentioned it, his final win here, and And I think that's what's make this so, William Byron stepped into a car in a position that has to be a daunting task for anyone. And he's found his own kind of signature to do it. And now here he is at a track that Jeff made so famous, and he has won in the spring, but never figured it out in the fall. But Jeff, he told you this week it was going to be different. He knew what was in front of him. He knew he had to win.
So relaxed, right? I mean, for how young he is, just completely relaxed and understood the situation he was in.
What I like about both the 12 and the 24 is they just don't use up a lot of track. Like the 24 moves around, I think, trying to find a run. I don't think he has to. I think it's an option to run this second lane. And right now, the 24 is moving forward, though.
The one thing I have seen with the 12 car compared to earlier in the run, he doesn't leave as low on corner exit, especially off of turn 4, as he has been able to do. Let's see this lap. Look at the corner entry speed. Now watch this 12 car.